What's up, guys, and welcome to Talking Outside the Box podcast. And today we have an interesting topic. Today's topic is, or the question rather, is it worth going to school?
Oh, very controversial.
Very controversial.
Yeah, as you said, welcome to episode 3. We always forget to mention the episode number. So
It's just too invested in the...
yeah, man. We usually target a few topics why it's good, a few topics why it's bad, so people can decide for themselves.
Of course.
So let's start with why it's good.
So I think why it's good is I think in a way it kind of gives you a life structure and teaches you a level of discipline.
Routine. That's
routine,
actually
right?
something we mentioned in our previous podcast.
Yeah.
You are so used to sticking to a routine, and that's because of your school days, even from kindergarten.
That's very true. Yeah.
And I 100% agree with you. I mean, as soon as you go to school, how old are you? 6, 7?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Let's say primary school.
Yeah.
Then you know you're supposed to wake up at 6 or supposed to wake up at 5, whatever your mom teaches you.
Exactly.
Basically. And then you get in a routine. It's like you go to school at 7, you come back from school at 3 or 4.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you have sport, all that. So I definitely agree with you on
nice.
that.
Yeah, it gives you that daily. It feels like it gives you almost like a purpose every day.
Yeah.
Because you've got to go to school, you've got to attend classes, then you have sports.
Imagine, actually, just thinking about it. Imagine if you did not go to school. Like, how would the basic structure of your routine and stuff would be formed?
That's actually a very good question. I do not know. But that, I think then it's your parents' responsibility, especially if you're like young. Yeah. Just to get you
I think it's
some sort
extremely important, even like with a 1-year-old, 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Just to have a bedtime and.
Because it can heavily that if that child does what he wants. I mean,
eventually he's just gonna be like, well, no,
I'm just gonna sit whole day watch Netflix. Because no one tells him he can't.
Exactly. So it's quite an interesting topic, actually. When you mentioned our topic for the day, I was like, I'm not gonna have a lot to say, but now that my brain's actually thinking about it, wow.
Exactly. I've never thought about it that way. What if I didn't go to school? How would my life
turn out? Like, if you have decent parents, I'm not gonna say anyone has great parents, because everybody hates their parents at some point in their life. Don't. They are good people. But I think if you have just like semi-decent parents, I think your structure would be pretty much the same.
Because they will obviously.
If they just let you do what you want, I think you're gonna be a mess.
Yeah, that is a mess. And then you have to. Then you're like, when you start realizing, like 14, 15 years old, you start realizing this is not good.
And the biggest problem is, I think when you're 13 or 14, you're so used to all the doing what you want.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you'll ever care.
Yeah, because you have the child mentality still. You just do what's fun, what gives you instant pleasure. You do.
I know people like that.
Yeah, still to this day, 30 or 40 years old, I still know people like that. That's the sad part. But so discipline, routine. What according to you is another good one? Another good thing that school teaches you. Why is it worth going to school?
I mean, we actually didn't mention the discipline, but discipline. Routine, obviously.
Yeah,
and
routine.
Then discipline, as you just mentioned. Actually, it's. I think let me phrase it like this: the fact that there's a management structure in school, like there's the principal, there's a teacher.
I've got the hierarchy. I can't pronounce that.
I can't pronounce it. That's why I don't say it. But I think that's quite important. I think you walk into school and you know someone's in charge of you.
That is.
But that also goes to the bad part.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to say. Was that's actually bad, but in a way it is good, because you have that.
Once again, if you think about it from the point of view of a child, he needs authority over him. So then it's fine. But eventually,
it gets to a point. There's a limit to it, because if there's limit when you force, keep forcing that authority down, he's gonna rebel. And that's a bad thing.
I think discipline. And respect goes hand in hand with discipline.
True. That's another one. So you can actually link that with discipline.
And I think because of all the people you meet in school, because of all the teachers, all the authorities over you, all the children, your mates, you gain respect, and not because it's forced upon you.
Yeah.
Because you come into a class, you're 30 people, suddenly you realize you're not the shit anymore. You're not everything.
No, exactly.
Now
yeah.
you're back on ground level.
Almost humbles you.
It humbles you, definitely. You're back on ground level, and that's how respect and discipline is formed.
Yeah. And that, I mean, respect and discipline can go a long way in making you, how can I say this, a humble person.
No.
Even after school, you stay a humble person.
If you have respect, self-respect especially.
Yeah, self-respect, yeah.
I think that's the most important.
Of course, yeah.
Most important part of respect is self-respect, because it's the same with love. If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love someone else? Same with respect. If you don't respect yourself, if you can't,
yeah, if you just let
take
yourself,
a shower,
I mean,
at least twice
twice a week, I mean, at least.
How are you going to respect someone else?
Exactly. Now, and as you said, it's true with how are you ever going to be in a relationship, or even in a professional relationship.
If you hate yourself, how are you ever going to love someone else? You're just going to bring them down with you.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, we've I think routine, discipline, as you say.
I think discipline and respect.
And respect is so. A thing that I forgot to mention: social skills. Social skills is very important. People underestimate it.
You know what? Once again, when you look at it at a child's perspective, everything they learn about their social skills come from the people around them.
Yeah.
So if you are just forced in a situation where you just see your parents, your siblings every day, you're not gonna have any social skills.
Yeah.
But if you somehow manage to go to school, have a teacher,
have a few friends,
even if they're not friends, just acquaintances. It's still massive for your social skills.
Exactly.
I mean, we are both introverts, and we gained a lot of social skills throughout school.
I mean, if I think back throughout primary school, I was actually pretty shy guy. I was
even
quiet.
grade 7.
Grade 8 even. I was very shy.
Especially if you play a sport at school.
Yeah,
I think that's where your social skills develop the fastest.
Yeah, because that's outside. It's more comfortable.
And you need to have like super communication.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Helps. Especially if it's a team sport like hockey, netball, whatever. But I get you. That's very true. And I mean, I think those social skills help you after school as well.
Everywhere you go. If you go to university, if you have to stick to school, you do. It's good. If you need to start a business, social skills are one of the main factors in starting a business.
Yeah. Even a YouTube channel, you have to have social skills.
Unfortunately,
you have to have social skills. Otherwise, I mean, who wants to watch? I mean, we all are pretty awkward in the beginning. Let's not get it messed up.
Yeah,
but
like I always say, if you want to start a channel, even if you're shy, just do it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna be fine with it.
I mean, we were very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
in the beginning. Still today, sometimes I'm more self-conscious than uncomfortable. But
especially, I mean, English isn't our home language. No. When we mess up the language a few times.
Yeah, the English that's brewing in my head and the English that comes out of my mouth. Sometimes I was like, I want to sound so sophisticated.
I want to sound English, but I sound Latin.
Yeah, exactly. But
and sometimes like we mess up the tenses and stuff, but we just keep going.
Exactly. So bear with us, guys. And if you have not smashed that subscribe button yet, please smash it right now.
Yeah. Also, leave a comment. Yeah. We'd like to hear your take on it.
Topics, especially that you want to discuss.
Yeah. We like that. Yeah. It's in
Remember
Afrikaans.
Yes. We talk about we want to talk about the things that you guys can relate to, like how can help you guys go forward,
and especially the things that other people don't want to talk about, because people on YouTube are so scripted, and we just want to get away from that.
Be more organic, because it's irritating watching something that for a fact you can hear.
You can hear the script.
Exactly. So for more organic conversation, smash that subscribe button. This is the type of content that you like.
And except for that, like I promise you, he sends me a topic over the weekend. We record on Mondays.
Yeah.
It releases on Wednesday.
Yeah.
He sends me the topic over the weekend, and both of us, we don't go do research or anything, because then we feel it's too scripted. So Monday morning when he gets here, we just start talking, man. So
exactly. And that's what makes our podcast different. So I think it's worth a subscribe. But continuing with the topic, I think we've mentioned, a few good things. But I think the why is it not worth going to school. I think that's a much broader spectrum that we need to cover.
Okay, so this is where it gets intense, and this is where people are gonna disagree with us.
And they're gonna get mad.
Gonna have some hate comments. Leave them already. I want them now. But I think the biggest problem with going to school is, it makes you an employee. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a manager. It doesn't make you a CEO. It makes you an employee.
School.
That is why you have structure from the start.
Exactly.
That is why you get disciplined, and authority is forced upon you from the start. So the good things can also be the bad things.
I'm glad someone finally said it. I was thinking, bro.
And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna get hate, but I mean, it's, in my opinion, the truth.
Yeah. It makes you a good employee.
You are literally, since grade 1, your first grade, or whatever you call it, whenever you are in the world, it's forced upon you. Someone's better than you, someone has more authority over you, and it's forced upon you that, if you don't do exactly what I'm telling you, you're always gonna stay on the lowest level.
And you're stupid. That's actually, this is where the labeling comes in. Smart kids, stupid kids.
Back of the class kids.
Exactly. And that is so wrong to label.
I mean, imagine you're 6 or 7 years old and you're getting told you're stupid.
Yeah, that's emotional scar. People might not say, the kid won't understand it. He does.
Yeah, he does.
Or she does.
Yeah.
They do. They see what's happening. They see themselves getting put at the back of the class, and other children getting, kind of pampered by the teachers.
And especially, that's where the social skills, which we talked about. Now the stupid kid, he gets bullied. By the friends.
The popular, yeah, exactly. And then throughout that life, he goes throughout his school journey, knowing that he's always been suppressed. He's always the weaker one.
And it's usually those guys that turns out
to be
the CEOs and stuff,
Exactly. Well, the CEOs or the serial killers. I mean, both ends of the spectrum.
There's a fine line.
There's a very fine line. But I think that's one of the best things I'd like to see is kids coming from absolutely nothing, and people.
I mean, once again,
exactly.
I can mention a few names over and over again.
Exactly. Kids coming from nothing, being told they were stupid at school. It's not that they were stupid; they just had other interests, other talents. That's where the labeling is so wrong.
What's the word? Other priorities.
Exactly.
It's like with us. I mean, we did okay in school, but we just never decided. I'm just gonna lay back and study my ass off for nothing.
Now, when my sister is still in high school, and when I hear, they're competitive with the academics and stuff, I was like, you know what?
Good for you.
It's at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter.
No one's gonna ask.
How many distinctions have you gotten in matric? Nobody asked me that ever. Not once.
I've
since
been asked a ton of times, how much money do I make with YouTube, and how many subs do you have on YouTube?
Exactly. But not once has one person come to me and said, "Oh, did you get 4 or 5?" I was like, that's just and I get
8, but not that we're counting.
I get I get so mad at people, for just putting labels on people. Just keep on hammering on the past in school. Well, how did you do it in school? Where are you now is the question.
Those people that still talk about the sports.
Oh my god.
We go out.
That is so cringe.
We usually go out over the weekends, talk business, have
just chill.
But
you need to. Yeah, it can't be all work. Though.
And then we see our mates from school and they remember when we beat you guys in the finals? Dude, that's 5 years ago.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember.
You didn't even play.
I didn't even play, but yeah, man. That's one thing. And sorry, going off track here.
No, I think we actually we can weave all of this in because it's relevant.
One other thing, I mean, except for the thing forced upon you, it's like you said, the office workers and stuff. It's literally forced upon you.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it.
Yeah.
And look at this dog.
You want to join the convo? It's fine.
So what do you want to say? What do you want to add?
Nothing clearly, but okay. Okay, she wants to add something.
Yeah, sorry about that. Technical difficulties with the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the other thing you actually mentioned before the video, you said the biggest thing for you is the fact that there's always, people tell you can't make a mistake, you can't learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly, because you get you get an F on a test. Oh, I mean, what does that really mean? It means, you didn't give the correct answer, right? But that correct answer is according to the textbook that the teacher is just, forcing down on
from a memo.
Yeah, from a memo, and it teaches you can't ask questions, because if you ask questions, then you're labeled as rebellious.
Yeah, I actually had an IT teacher in my matric year. I loved her, really. She what I said in my test was nothing compared to the textbook or the memo.
Yeah,
but it was still correct.
Exactly. I wish more people would be like that, because now teachers say, "Oh, it's not according to the memo, so
it's not word for word
according to the memo." I was like, "What are you teaching the child? You're teaching the child not to ask."
And
questions.
I don't know if you've read that quote from the guy who actually designed the tests.
No.
The guy, I can't remember his name, but be sure to check it out.
Yeah.
He actually designed the guy who designed tests for the American school system.
Oh yeah.
He actually said it was a mistake. Children should not write
tests. Yeah. Because you're writing, let's say, a geography test, you get an F. Now you're labeled as you're stupid. But geography might not be your main interest.
Exactly.
So how can you be labeled as stupid if you get an F?
That's my other point, and we'll get back to this because everything flows into each other. But that's my other point. You are so limited in school on subjects.
Yeah.
Like there's 10 or 20 subjects at max.
Yeah.
And those might not be your interest.
It restricts you. Yeah.
You might be God-given talent in gaming.
Yeah.
But there's no subject like esports or stuff.
Exactly.
I see there's a university degree for esports now, which is nice.
Very cool. Yeah.
But how do you get it?
Yeah.
If you don't have the subject, and I'm just talking about games now. There's a lot of
yeah.
You need to go to a
top
technical.
School, yeah.
Well, what do you call it?
I think it's
school, just to do carpentry and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not in your normal private or public school.
Exactly, and not all schools have things like drama or music.
Exactly, and
that's the problem.
Thing. If the school system can somehow bring more subjects in, give each child the option of 50 or 60 subjects.
Yeah, I think it had a direct effect on me personally, because also I had to take accounting.
And you've never
been
interested in.
Which I've never been interested in, but there was nothing else that I could
same with me. When I went to private school, the story and everything, I had a few more options.
Yeah.
But still,
it's not
enough.
Yeah, that's and that then you're not giving the child the opportunity to kind of just pursue what he wants to pursue. I get it. If there's only one or two children interested in it, how are you gonna financially afford it? Well, is it financially worthwhile?
Definitely not. But that's actually the biggest problem this topic comes to. It's at the end of the day, it's still a business.
Everything
school is a business.
Everything is a business.
It's not about the education of
no, it's about making money.
Unfortunately,
it is
if
about
it
making
was
money.
Just about education, there would have been 60, 70 subjects.
Exactly, but now they target this amount of school fees, and then that's
you pay $300 a month for your child's school fees,
and then as long as you do that, that's good. But extra subjects, that's not necessary as long as we get our school.
Exactly, and that's the biggest problem I have with this. And I don't know, you might.
I think, school just needs to be, first of all, people not being labelled as stupid because they've got an F on a geography
Not just
test.
stupid,
But also outside. Back of, like you said, that subtle mentality of back of the class. Yeah. That type of vibe from teachers.
And there will always be your cliques, always, everywhere in life.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be the popular kids and the emo kids.
Exactly, because that's how
our
brains, how our brains work.
But
all of that, you can be the most in the most popular clique in school, but when you're out of school, what happens then?
Nothing.
Then you're on your own. Then you are nothing.
If you are still in school, remember when you went from grade 7 to high school, that being nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same right after school.
Exactly.
And it's the same when you walk out of university. It's always. It's the same when you go to a new job.
You're nothing. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's the structure formed by schools. It's you're always at the bottom of the food chain.
Food chain, yeah.
And unless you find a way to break away from that,
you're
going to stick in that.
And it's not going to be easy breaking away. You're going to get people, as we mentioned in the previous podcast, also you're going to get people saying, you shouldn't do that, you should just get a job. Like, please do not listen. Please do not
If you
listen.
want to get a job, do it.
I'm not saying it's nothing is correct or incorrect on this channel.
I think the mic will cut out with the wind now again, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. Let's just continue. But we're almost done with the topic in any way. But I think, yeah, as you said, if you want to go to school, go to school. Of course, I'm not saying education is a bad thing.
Like I said, we give you the facts.
Yeah, we give you the facts.
Or opinions.
There's no right or wrong.
And you decide
what you want to do. And I said, there's no right or wrong in this channel. Express your opinion, disagree, agree with us, whatever you want to do.
Just leave a comment. Don't watch the entire video and don't say anything.
But if you
join the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. But if you could give, let's say, if you could give 2 pieces of advice to people, wanting to decide whether to go to school or not, what would you say to them? I'll give one and you give one.
Okay, so 2 pieces of advice for people, whether they like.
Yes.
I mean, I think my piece of advice is do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, life is sad, unfortunately.
It's hard.
And if you do what everybody else tells you, you're always going to be sad. So do what makes you happy. If you want to go to school, if you want to go get a job, if you want to go to university, you do you. If you want to be a millionaire, start something else.
Yeah, I think mine is going to just be probably the same. It's going to be, don't listen to people saying you have to do this career path, you have to do this because your dad did it, your mother did it. Now you should carry on the family legacy. Even in that situation, I
promise you, your parents will be more proud of you if you can give them $1 million dollars.
Exactly.
Instead of just following in their footsteps.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, do what makes you happy.
Yeah. And I think
happiness is the most important thing in life.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, no money, but money can buy happiness. So.
I think that's a beautiful way to end this podcast. But yeah, guys, I hope we hope you enjoyed this. This
it was a short one.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, it's packed full of valuable content, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, if you like this, subscribe, turn on your post notifications.
Please join the conversation.
Oh yeah, join the conversation. We encourage you to join the conversation. Go mad in the comments, even if you have to write us 4 or 5 paragraphs.
If it's hate,
go for it.
Honestly,
I'll
reply you, and I'll even thank you for your hate.
And then what did we want to say? We have a Patreon now.
Oh yeah,
we have a Patreon.
Where we have behind the scenes content and
also other types of content. We can't really post.
We don't want to post on YouTube because copyright.
Yeah,
not just copyright.
Copy strikes. But yeah, that link will be down below.
First link.
Go and check it out.
Check out our website. Merch.
Yeah, show them properly, bro. You got to turn and show them. Yes, that's it.
But yeah, guys, thanks.
We'll see you in another one.